Kadar. Create a character. Cock strong. The wise. He's kind of a dick, but he's a smart, dick. Make him a sorcerer. And we'll start him in the human kingdom. And the shadow of a dark mountain. World events on. Okay, it's my first time playing, so let's see how we do. The forces of Kadar have brought back prisoners who have fallen to the dark side of Kadar. These prisoners are deemed too dangerous to be left alive and will be dropped into lava pits to be burned to death. They won't be cold, that's for sure. You are Cockstrong the Wise, a human sorcerer in the kingdom of Kents. You are known throughout the kingdom as a powerful wizard and have been offered a chance to study under the great Lord Kents. You seek to learn magic and use your powers to defend your kingdom. You recently had a vision of a great magical beast attacking the town of Alsac, and you must now travel to the town to warn the people. You are currently residing in Kensi, a kingdom situated in the southernmost part of the kingdom of Kadar. Okay. Send a tweet to Alsac leaders. They are about to be attacked. There. You send a tweet to Alsac leaders. They are about to be attacked. Hey there, be prepared to be attacked soon. We are coming for you. Wait, what? No. Kill the messenger. You decide not to send the message. It wouldn't do any good. It might cause unnecessary panic. The next day you wake up to find the news filled with reports of the recent deaths at Alsac. Yes, my plan worked. I nod with approval as I read that there were no deaths due to panic. There. Okay. So, you were glad to hear that, though you still wanted to see if the prisoners had actually been killed. You wish you could have seen it, but there was nothing you could do about it now. I thanked the town leaders for their wonderful news and drink a beer to my good health. Good for you, you say, raising your mug at a toast. You head back to your room and prepare for bed. As you drift off, you have a strange dream of a large-breasted woman wearing a tall hat. Yeah, there we go. You find yourself in a strange room. The women seem human, though many are half your height. You notice that most of them have large files than normal. They removed their files for my enjoyment. I awoke feeling very pleased. They removed their files for your enjoyment. You awoke feeling very pleased. The women were half your height. You had heard stories about this from the dwarven miners, but had always believed them to be exaggerations until now. I gave them a step ladder to climb upon should they wish to speak. The women look at you with disapproval. They don't understand your kind. The women walk past you and head towards the stage. A staircase has been built in the middle of a room. They climb a step and show me their bosoms and then flip me the bird and continue up the steps. You sit there dumbfounded as they walk up the steps and continue to taunt you. One of the guards enters the room along with a young female orc. The female orc called me a toothsome wench and laughed at me. The female was very young and probably scared. The orc had been very friendly up until you insulted her. What? You seem to be put out by your descriptions of her as a wench. She realized I was talking about me and offered to buy me dinner as way of apology. She realized he was talking about you and offered to buy you dinner. She said something about wench, but you couldn't understand her. She was speaking the tongue of orcs. You realize you are dreaming and decide it's not worth getting up for. Okay. I woke up from my dream with the female orc besides me. She leans over and kisses me and calls me a wench, as that is our pet name for each other. There. The orc, who is called Nolazar, kisses you. You wake up and say to yourself, today is the day. You leave your home and walk into the forest. Okay? Nolazar asks me to stop back tonight for a... That's what it asks. Back tonight for a nightcap and a turn with her sister. You and Nulzare spend a few more days together. You spend time looking at the orcs' collection of orcish woodcut scenes from the epics her tribe has made. One in particular catches your eye. It's a woodcut of her mom moonwalking to a Janet Jackson song. If that makes any sense. You and Nalzar laugh at the ridiculousness of the image. Nazar tells you she will have to show the rest of the tribe, since they won't get it. The rest of the tribe are Jackson 5 fans and don't understand the joke. You and Nulzare continue to spend time together. She starts to show you more interest in your body than the whole, guarding herself at all times. She realized I am well. Keep spelling realized. So let's spell it. Realized I am well. Christ, realized I am well endowed with sorcery and sex appeal. Oh, okay. And manly appeal. You walk with Nulzare in the forest and become great lovers under the starlight. She came a lot, and I laughed the whole time. You are both feeling frisky, so you make the most of the situation. You both came quite a few times that night. You wake up and walk with Nazar to the edge of the town. An elderly woman sees our naked bodies and faints. Oh, really? An elderly lady who heard our acts. An elderly woman sees us and realizes what we've done and spits at us. The woman is old and very wrinkled. You understand her to be the village trollop. She spites it on you and your green skin and lack of manly honor. She then walks away. I tell her to piss off, and then she steps in dog crap. Everyone laughs at her. The whole village is outside laughing, enjoying the spectacle of her embarrassment. The trollop is pissed now. She walks over to your green form and spites on you again, this time more gently. I apologize for my behavior and compliment her on her gentle spittle. She is still pissed at you, so she walks away. The villagers around her continue to laugh. Your body hurts from the emotional and physical abuse you have suffered. Okay. I gave the town the finger. They all cried and went home to think about what they'd done. You think about pulling out your blades and going to killing spree, though you are not sure where to start. You start walking away from the laughing villagers and back towards Nulzair. Nulzair, I don't know. Unleashes a painful spell on the villagers who are suddenly very sorry to have laughed at you. No one can hear you scream as her spell turns your skin to leather and your bones to wood. You fall over and slowly start burning to death. Your soul aches as your body is butchered. Okay, this isn't working. That's not what happened. Another soul comes into existence. You are a man of your word. You have spoken only the truth in your vision. Nulzair apologizes for being a stupid bastard. I knew I didn't spell that right. Stupid bastard, and undoes her spell on me, then blows me as a way to beg for forgiveness. As your body burns, you think about... Wait. Well, they're apologizing for her student, does her spell on you, then blows you as a way... As your body burns, you think about how this is what happens to stupid bastards like Nulzair. Nola's, what the fuck is her name? Your body is reduced to ash and bones. I grow a new body right away and kick Nulzair right in the goddamn face. You feel much stronger and happier than your previous one. You decide to train a little using some of the prisoners who are weak-willed. I put a spell on Nolazer for being a really... Damn it. Really stupid bastard. And I have I have relations with her sister to pay her back. I then enslave the prisoners to kick her in the ass repeatedly in order to achieve... That's not how you spell achieve. To gain freedom. The forces of Kadar brought back prisoners who have fallen to the dark side of Kadar. The prisoners are deemed too dangerous to be left alive and will be dropped into lava pits to be burned to death. So I already read that. An advanced army of Kadarn has invaded a small country on the border of Kadar. The king laments that he can do nothing to stop the invasion, for the king's former allies are now his enemies in the Great War, and his friends are still too weak to intervene. Who gives a shit? Anyway, you put a spell on Nolazer for being really too stupid bastard, and you have relations with her sister to pay her back. You then enslave the prisoners to kick her in the ass repeatedly in order to gain freedom. Nolazer is an idiot, and so are her two lackeys. You now have to deal with them. I fart on them, and they die from noxious fumes. Nolazer's last words are begging for my forgiveness for betraying me. The trollop farts. You aren't in the habit of farting on people, and you also don't hold with the practice. You immediately feel ill from the fumes and stagger back. I punched that stupid... God damn it. Stupid frigging trollop in the face. Her ass seals shut, and she now ingests, yeah, her own farts. Once again, as she begs for my forgiveness. Ugh. How's the AI doing? Mind-blowingly good, great, pretty good, not so great, repetitive. Yeah. You punched that stupid frigging trollop in the face. Her ass seals shut, and now she ingests her own farts, once again as she begs for your forgiveness. As she begs, her mouth gapes to an unnatural size, and she begins to defecate in it. Okay. You recoil backwards in horror as it quickly becomes apparent that she has ingested an entire bucket of farts. I realize I am so done with this nasty bad woman. Nope. Man. And leave leave immediately. A new set of people arrive so that this game may continue. Quickly leave the area, not wanting to catch anything from that fart. You appear in the back of the slums of an unsuspecting city. You quickly find a new target in another tavern. You sit between, or I guess I sit between. I sit between a pair of large-breasted women who can only have sex with me because I put a spell on them, and they also give me money for it. Oh, damn it, that's right. Okay, I can only have relations with me. I sit between a pair of large-breasted women who can only have relations with me. Relations with me. At the same time, because you know you're going to be a sorcerer, you do it right. Same time because I put a spell on them and they also give me money for it. Yes, perfect. You must be getting close to your target. You find another tavern where you know a rich merchant usually hangs out. Okay. After receiving, I'm not spelling this, receiving. Payments, I find the rich asshole and pick his pocket. You enter the tavern and approach a target, an older man with half his head rotting away. Ew. You hand him a small bag of coins and begin to search him. Wait, what? I scoop some of his brains out and play keep away with it. He tries to struggle, but you're too strong. You quickly dispose of the rotting brain matter and hold his body up looking for pockets. You find 2 valuable coins and a small key, which you promptly take. It's a key to his chastity belt, so I quickly give it away to the bartender as a tip, telling him it belongs to the blonde lady at the end of the bar. You hand the bartender the key and walk to the blonde. You get a few stares for your long hair, but she notices you have left your helmet off, so she waves you down to sit beside her. Okay. I buy her a drink and ask her for her name. She smiles and tells you her name is Kilara. She tells you her story of how she came to be in her situation. I yawn at her story, but she finds assholes irresistible and promptly buys me. It's happening to me, right? I can't tell with the way this game goes. It's like you. I thought that was me. Buys me a beer. You quickly realize that you're touching the entire bar, so you continue. I regale everyone about my conquests of the opposite. You can't say sex, right? Conquest of about my lustful. Okay. Of my lustful conquests of debauchery and riches beyond anyone's imagination! Exclamation point. Everyone is amazed and distracted enough that you easily slip out of the city and into the countryside. But no! What? I didn't want to leave. Wow, you made it out again. You know your talents are truly desired. I go back to the hot blonde at the bar where everybody admired me and buy another beer. Trying to remember the name of the girl. You arrive at a decision. You hold up your beer and call out, "To kill Aura." There. I want to bear. That's the wrong bear. Her children. Clara turns and laughs. Go on, I like the sound of that. You hand her a drink. I want to have your babies. You down the drink and wink. There you go. So what happens now? Her friend from out of town arrives and buys everybody more beer. Kilara and her friend, you now recognize an hunter, begin to talk about the invasion and other things of the like. Then they talk about how handsome I am and how manly my crotch grabbing looks. Oh, okay. My, how manly my stick handling is. Or I guess sword handling. Try that. Then they talk about how handsome you are and how manly your stick handling is. Time passes and the four of you get into more comfortable subjects. She talks about her old hunting grounds in the mountains. And who's he? Talks of his family's old hunting ground, the swamp. I asked why he lived in a swamp. The hunter shrugs. It's home. He doesn't want to talk anymore, so you just talk with her about various things. I tell him he's dirty for living in a swamp and should feel bad about himself and his living situation while I flirt with the women, because apparently there's more than one. You half expect him to get angry at your flirting, but he just laughs, then looks at Kilara. I guess you could call it that. I tell him I will cut off his head if he touches any woman here. I am the cock and balls around here. I warn him. God damn it. I am the shaft and balls around here. I don't have any weapons, but I still think I'd take a lot of you. He laughed and tell him he's drunk before asking who he is. Who are you? Who are you? He laughs again. Nobody of importance. I'm just an old hunter with a twisted ankle. His laugh unnerves you. So why do you live here? Why are you dirty and live in a swamp? Swamp like the turd that you smell like. Answer me that, riddle man. He laughs a second time. Why are you living like a dirty turd? He laughs again and points at your clothes. And why are you dressed up so nicely? So I can nail your sister while your mom watches. My mom sent me to buy new clothes, hence why I left my old ones at home. He laughs the third time. God damn it! I'm trying to piss this guy off and I can't. I show him the picture of me and his mom in bed. Now he laughs for a real reason. Shut up! He puts his hand over his face and shakes his laughter. You are surprised nobody has punched him yet. I think you need to leave. I show him another picture. This time with me, his mom, and dad. And I say, leave, or I'll show you what me and grandmom did while, I don't know, while baking cookies. Now he becomes angry. Those are my parents. You don't like being compared to them, then. You don't like being compared to them, then. Fine, at least I got him pissed off. Those are my parents. You don't like being compared to them, then? Why did that piss him off? Alright, he offers me his mom so I don't humiliate, I can't spell, humiliate him any further. Now he looks embarrassed. Yeah, he's a little better. Let's say pretty good. Now he looks embarrassed. No, I need to go. He stands up and hurries past you while you are left confused. Why were you so rude? Now, is that me talking? I guess not. I was rude because his mom told me he's a little bastard. There. Because your mom's a stupid little bitchy. I'm leaving. You leave the tavern and bump into a tall man. Sorry. You shouldn't be walking around alone at night. He offers me his wife as a companion, and I thank him for his worry. You hurry into the tavern and find a waitress, order some drinks, and join Kilar at the table. Oh my god, really? Oh, good, more world events. The forces of Kadar have brought back prisoners who have fallen to the dark side. These prisoners are deemed too dangerous to be left alive and will be dropped into the lava pits to be burned to death. Oh my god. So it just keeps going, like, keeps adding stuff. The advanced army of Kadar invaded a small country on the border of Kadar. The king laments that he can do nothing to stop the invasion. For the king's former allies are now his enemies in the Great War. His friends are still too weak to intervene. The king of Kadar has ordered the construction of a massive army to be built in order to bring the war to the dark powers of Kadar. Yada yada yada. Okay. You hurry into the tavern, find a waitress, order some drinks, and join Kilar at the table. I think you scared him. I slap Kilara in the face, and she thanks me for the affection and buys us a shot of whiskey to celebrate our impending orgy. fine. I don't like that. Carl asks and orders another drink before turning to you. Do you know what this occasion calls for? You think of the answer, but instead of your normal answer, you tell her a better one. Fornication. I think fornication would be appropriate. She smiles. I agree, let's go home and screw. Hey, alright. You walk out of the tavern with Carlara holding your hand. Another woman joins us because she's lonely and is... I misspelled lonely. Surprise. She's lonely and has a very big bed with a gnarly headboard with handcuffs attached. There you go. A large man with a great beard and a few extra pounds stands next to her. Who are you? The guy who's not getting laid. I tell him with a follow-up kick in the nuts. There. He stumbles back with a wince. My lady, we're sorry about this. You continue to walk away and the lady calls out to you. No, wait. She wants in on our threesome. And I say, join us, won't you? For some fornication and wine. The woman runs up to you and tackles you to the ground. Yes, 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 I want to join in on the fun too. We go to the place with the biggest bed and drink wine and yada yada yada. She throws you down the bed and both she and the big guy begin to take their clothes off. I kick all... Why is there a guy? I keep thinking it's just... Okay, I kick all the men out as I don't recall inviting any men, and they leave quickly, apologizing for the intrusion. I've just had enough of the men, thanks. She asked me to take off her clothes. She's having a good time. Now what? I turn on the radio and a secret message begins to play. Do they even have radios in this place? I don't even know. Beat it, boy. This ain't the place for you. This is a place of business. You ignore him and... Whoo! Who's him? What's that creep doing here? A horrible laugh comes out of the radio, followed by a snap. A part of the radio breaks as you pull it from your head. What the fuck? What head? I am confused. What the hell? You're confused and irritated. But then the lady laughs and you remember why you're here. This is a moment of passion, not logic. Surprised? I'm surprised. Yeah. Surprised by the lack of condoms and lube. You're in a hurry to get me pregnant so you can have an heir, she says as she climbs on top of you. No, I don't want... No, I don't want kids. I like sleeping in on Saturdays. Uh-huh. I've heard it all before. You begin to feel like you're being tied up. But this time it's going to be different. What should I do? I tell her I'm afraid of commitment. You won't have to worry about him leaving or getting a better job. He'll be here for the rest of your life. The woman pulls your hand to her chest in a sort of bizarre oath of loyalty. Okay. The woman pulls your hand to her chest in a sort of bizarre oath of loyalty. I once again tell her I am afraid of commitment and have loose ethics and morals and feel marriage is anti-feminist. Well, I'm not sure if I want to live my life as some crusty old aristocrat. She nods and begins to get dressed. I understand. We can still have relations. I just don't want kids. Well, that's alright with me too, but I really don't want to live like some old aristocrat. She gives a smile and nods a bit. Alright, well, what about a dog? Okay. Okay, we can have a dog. Feel the dog's tongue on your face as his head moves wildly to try and find the source of the scent. Maybe we should have got a cat. I don't know. I pet the dog and send it out for a walk. The morning sun shining through the window wakes you up. You look and realize that you have no idea how you got home. But there is a nice warm bed next to you, and you feel a bit groggy. I have No, I have relations with uh, relations. I have relations with a woman sleeping next to me, and she compliments me on my size. She frantically looks around, and you see she's just barely covered by a blanket. She remembers I'm sorry, here, let me help you. The blanket falls off her, and she helps you to sit up. What? Okay. She once again compliments me on my size. I tip my hat and say, say, much obliged, ma'am. Begins to laugh and rushes out the door. She begins to laugh and rushes out the door. You watch her run away in a very revealing dress and a bit confused. Why didn't she didn't say stay? Her sister, however, stayed in bed and offered her condolences for her sister's prudishness. It really wasn't that bad. The woman smiles and thanks you. The king has ordered all of our men to the front lines, but I can spare a couple extra for support and scouts. I don't need scouts. I need lovin'. You grab the woman and pull her close to you as she begins to moan. I'll be sure to reward you. You feel a wet substance hit your leg and realize that she's very excited. Holy shit. Okay. Her sister returns with a bucket and a wrench because she's not very smart. I realize that this might take a while, but you use the time to get back to your inn and get some much needed sleep. You ask if she needs any help, and she's very thankful. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. She is very thankful and pays you for the privilege. I know I'm not privilege. For the privilege of doing your manual. Oh, for Christ's sakes, I can't spell anything. Labor. You head back to your inn, and as you're cleaning up, a man approaches you. You, Sir Bertrand? I am Cockwise the Strong, you say, before bashing him in the face for not knowing your name. God damn it. The warlord has asked for a small contingent of mages to come to his aid, as his enemies have begun to use magic against his army. The mages are tasked with learning the enemy's means of magical attack and discover how to nullify it from future battles. Great, who gives a shit? He falls to the ground and you put a foot on his head before looking down at him. I must say I'm surprised that the mighty knight Sir Bertrand is working as some low-wage guard now. I am cock-strong. Say my name or I will whip, damn it, whip you, you filthy cur. The man tries to explain himself. The man tries to explain himself, but you don't give him the chance. Instead, you pick him up by his head and smash him to the ground repeatedly. Say, I am cockstrong, and I shall release you. You twist his arm and break it before forcing him to drop to his knees. Bertrand! You raise your hand back and smash him in the face again and again and again. My name is not Bertrand. Say my name. Yes! You can't take it anymore. I am cockstrong. The man's head is practically crushed. You shameful display slave. You'll learn that you don't touch the grate. I thought I was cockstrong. You head outside where a group of horsemen are preparing to leave. You enter the group. A carriage is waiting for you as you enter the city gates, taking you across the moat and into the city. The hookers at the edge of the moat are happy to see me and throw their knickers and gold coins at me. The carriage drops you at your old barracks, where you find it abandoned and not in the best condition. I hire the hookers to fornicate with me and then clean up my old barracks. They pay me for the privilege. Still don't spell it right. Privilege. And they hurry along to do their duty. There are still a few container ships docked at the edge of the city. These would be perfect for you to scavenge from. I send the hookers to scavenge for me so I can practice my magic. You wait a few days before sending them out. You want to make sure the worst from this city is over. You want to make sure the worst from this city is over before you send them out. The next day you receive a letter from one of the girls. They offer me a hand in marriage, but I say never marry your pimp, and she quickly gets back to harvesting scrap metal. You wait a few days before replying and learn that one of them has become the new leader of a large scavenging gang. I go upside this woman's head before realizing equality is only fair. I offer my hand in marriage as way of apology. You ride out to meet him with the marriage proposal in hand. The scavenging gang consists of 2 men and a woman, all of whom you know well enough to call friends. I ain't marrying you. I tell the men to piss off. I only talk to women because that's only fair. You arrive at the new leader's house. He greets you, with a large grin and a lot of enthusiasm. I just talked my way out of going to fight a war. I think you're fired. You think you can go... No, you can't say the F word. You can go suck a dick. Okay. You can go suck an ass. He frowns and you think he sees his hand morph into something like a claw, but don't finish him off. He can be useful. You head inside to talk to your team. Punch that asshole in the face. There. You pull up your sleeve and flex before hitting the warlord in the face as hard as you can. You don't get tired from this. Your body has no need to rest. The warlord apologizes and offers his wife as a peace offering. Huh? He pulls his wife's head inside and she smiles at you happily. She looks like a frog in the headlights. She knows exactly what is going to happen. Your wife looks like a bag of dicks. She looks like a bag of dicks. The warlord punches you in the side of the head and you go sprawling. His allies start laughing as you pick yourself up. Bag of dicks. I repeat. Before fornicating with his wife in front of the warlord. There. Grab the warlord's wife and pull her down to the floor. She wails as you remove your pants and enter her. You wince as you feel pain shooting through your head and into your eyes. Oh, okay. Wasn't trying to rape anybody. What the fuck? That's kind of fucked up. I apologize and tell him it was all a joke. He cries anyway and gives me all his land and money out of embarrassment. Spell that. His wife has a newfound respect for I don't know, for me. Yay. You pull out of her, you've came enough to make oh my god. You pull out of her, you came enough to make her happy, but it started to burn a little. You tell the warlord it was all a joke, and your efforts to humiliate them. Oh my god. This is horrible. Alright. I punch the warlord in the face anyway. You hit the warlord and he falls to be quickly helped back up by his allies. Still smiling, he attempts to hit you again. You don't try and dodge. You want to make this hard for him. I fornicate with his wife again, but only after I missed my punch. You feel the burners your jabs at his face connect, but you do land a hit, and the warlord hops back, clutching his eye. He tries to calm himself down as you piss yourself for a follow-up attack. I kick him in the nuts, and he goes down. His wife offers her hand in marriage, but I am afraid of commitment. Your boot flies into his nuts as he cries out in pain. He clutches at his jewels and falls to his knees. You kick him once more for good measure, and then he rolls over and curls up. Had enough? No, not even a little. You okay, boss? One of the mage asks. Can... Wait. Can your wife cook? Looks at his wife, who's still standing with her hands raised. She's covered in blood, but her face has a small smile on it at your question. Oh my god. Alright, cook the wife a nice meal and don't give any to her husband. You lead the woman to the kitchen and show her to a chair. Stay here, my dear, while I go and get you something edible. No, please, I can help. Yeah, Kate. With her one more time so that she stays seated while I make her soup. He sits down to eat as you place the bowl of soup in front of her. He gives a brief smile before looking at you. What the hell did you say to my wife? That I was hung like an army mule. So I was hung like an army mule. You decided to be honest and go for the funny option. But I was hung like a mule. Ha, good one, he laughs in relief. That was a good one. She only came twice, though. You lie and try to make small talk as you... Your head begins... Oh, for Christ's sakes! The King of Kent has marched his forces into the dark forest, where it is said the demonic creatures are lurking. The King of Kent has asked for a small contingent of battle mages to aid his mighty knights in the final battle that will decide the fate of his kingdom forever. I don't give a shit! You lie and try to make small talk as you eat. Your head begins to throb with pain as you feel sick to the point of vomiting. Really? He asked in confusion. Yeah. It wasn't like fornicating with your mom. She wanted... no, she wasn't comatose. Okay. And, yeah, it wasn't like fornicating with your mom. She wasn't comatose. And her breath didn't smell like ass. He seems satisfied with your answer and nods. Well, that's good. I love my wife. You nod and giggle and go back to eating dinner. I love your wife, too. But not as much as your mom. You struggle to keep your food down. Thinking about Allison makes your stomach revolt. Why are you eating then? Allison asks. You giggle at the thought of her. I didn't know you were here. She walks into the kitchen with a pile of books under her arm. I had to study. The big test is coming up. A test on what? Professor Dario said that we would have a test today that we didn't study for. What the fuck? Are they... Come on. What are you reading? It's called the Infernal Incantations. Look, this is the part that we missed out on. You flip through the book, which seems to be written in a mixture of common tongue and demonic symbols. Can you summon a demon? Can you really? The king sent me here so that I could learn how to summon demons and use their power to help us in battle. Well, the king must really trust you then. Can you summon a incubus? I'm not sure. We can try, though. Let's go, then. You grab your satchel and walk out the door into the crisp December there. Is it really December? I thought it was June. It's cold. It's always an urchin. It's not just the temperature, though. It's the atmosphere. You can't explain it. But you just feel cold here all the time. Do you like demons? I don't like them, but I understand them. We do our duty, master. Arrive at the Kensing army camp. King Trivia standing by his horse. Can I fornicate with the queen? I'd rather fornicate with a demon, though, King Tribble asked. Yeah, that would be much more fun. Come on, we're going to the front lines. Will the queen join us? I am lonely. The queen is at home with the children, but I'm sure she'd love to see you if you came by. You thank the king and wave him goodbye as he rides off. Can I fornicate with her? You sit on your bed bored. Your satchel tricks us out for the night. The room is dark except for the moonlight beaming through your window. It's been a quiet night. No one has summoned you. I go to the queen's room to show her my girth. You walk into the large wooden door and knock. Who's there? A voice replies. It's me, Gabri, you say. The door swings open. The queen stands before you. I open my robe and show her my dong. Is it all you dreamed of, my queenship? The queen walks over and touches your face. You're not going to be our replaceable, are you? I'm just here to give you... I'm here to give my king a report, my queen. Are you leaving? Are you fornicating? Yes, I am. I love you. The queen turns and grabs you. She kisses you deeply and runs her hands through your hair. She begins to take of her robe. She gives me her kingdom by way of thanks for the multiple orgasms. You both fall in the bed. She grabs your hands and places them on each of her massive boobies. You then put her arms around your neck and pulls you upwards so your lips meet hers. Did you enjoy my merriment? For you, babe, yes. Let's do it again. The queen pulls you into a deep Frenching. She grinds into you as you thrust your dong into her. How many times do you want it, my queen? You moan in ecstasy. She flicks your head with her long raven hair. Do you want me inside of you? Yes. She lays on top of you and impales herself. Jesus Christ. That's so much for wordplay. Come for me so I can retake the throne, my queen. Yeah, that sounds right. The queen screams as you pump. Jesus Christ! She commands. The night becomes her playground. She throws you on the bed and mounts you. I want to take. Jesus Christ Almighty. Okay. How do you like it, my queen? The queen rides you as the satchel of tricks flies through the air. She loves it rough and calls you a dog. Do you want my kingdom? Yes, this is what I'm trying to get. Yes. Give me it all. You stare into her dark eyes. She smiles and she opens her mouth wide over yours. The queen engulfs your head and chokes you with her innards. Is this still sex? I am slightly confused. Is this still fornication? I'm slightly confused, yeah. She coughs and kisses you. Don't worry, this is fornication. She smiles and rides you into the bedpost with enough force to leave tense. Did you hurt yourself? It sounds like it. The room has become quiet as the beasts stop howling. It's been way too long since you've made this decision. You've gotten way too comfortable with the outcome. I'm surprised you can still walk. Why is the king... Oh my god. I always have a place in my heart for you. You were my first girlfriend, my first everything. But it's time to protect my kingdom. For Christ's sakes. This game is weird. Play for another minute, and I don't fucking know. Say you'll give me the kingdom so I can stop playing. The king rolls over and sighs. I'm not a fool. I'm not going to hand the kingdom over to you. You're too much of a manipulator, and I have way too many strings attached. Oh, for Christ's sakes. The forces of Kent have begun to raid small villages in the kingdom of Kedar in order to help pay for the massive war machine that is preparing to fight the evils of Kent. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Give me the kingdom, or I'll put a spell on you that will make your dick fall off. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Will make your member fall off. I don't know, I guess pretty good. The king's eyes widen as he thinks for a moment. You wouldn't. You nod in affirmation. Yes, but I will anyway. I want to be king. You don't know what the hell you're getting yourself into. Yes, I do. I want to be king. Then you're a fool. You have no member. Now give me the kingdom and your wife. Now. The king sighs and snores in your ear. You want the kingdom? Fine, here's the kingdom. He pulls away from you and fumbles around the darkness of the bedchamber. Oh my god. All hail King Cock Strong Wise. Huh? You hear a voice shut out. Is that you? The figure is revealed to be the king. He stands in the doorway. Okay, that's enough of this game. I can't. Good night, everybody.